Hello, great leaders in Africa. How are you today? This is Netsanet Zenebe, and as you know, this week we are going to continue some of your questions that you have asked last week on what kind of topics you wanted me to cover so that you can actually keep doing your network marketing business faster, stronger, and build a huge international organization so that you can retire. You know, the essence of network marketing is actually building a huge organization whereby you can actually retire. Remember, you can retire from this business. It is possible. So today I have chosen the topic because some people requested how to prospect online, how to prospect effectively, and what is the best way to prospect. Last time you have asked this question, so today I am going to explain for you how to do the proper prospecting. As per the targets training, I will cover some of the topics here. I have my PowerPoint here. So what is prospecting? We will see that whenever you want to do something properly, please make sure that you understand the word by itself. What does it mean? Many people, they confuse prospecting with invitation, with even giving business orientation. Okay, so it is absolutely important you understand first what prospecting is. So what is prospecting? Now, when we see the word prospecting on a dictionary, it calls it, or it defines it, looking for gold. So in our business, prospecting means looking for gold leaders or gold customers, because in network marketing we have two legs. Remember, consumer leg is one, the other one is leaders leg. It is absolutely important that you have two legs in your network marketing business. Your consumers will bring sales and your leaders will also bring sales. So these two legs will help you to move with balance. Sometimes your leaders may sell good sales, and sometimes they may sell less. In that case, you will have your customer or consumer group supporting the network. So that is absolutely important. So the consumer leg and the leaders leg is very important for your business. Now I want you to think that how do I build my consumer leg? We will see that one some other time. You will also need to know how to build your leaders leg. Remember, to build both, you need to know or master. Please listen carefully. You need to master on how to prospect, because prospecting is looking for the gold customer or consumer and looking for the gold leader. That's very important, because if you spend most of your time on a prospect or on prospects who have lots of negative attitude, lots of problems, and lots of I can't mentality, and lots of impossible mentality, you will be in a hard time once they join your team, because they will keep on giving you this negative attitude, and it will be for you, it will take you a lot of energy, a lot of attitude, a lot of time, a lot of trainings and education and consulting, etc., maybe years to change that person. Everybody is changeable, but remember, you need to be successful in your business. In order to be successful in this business, our major capital is time and people, so you need to be selective on who to work with. Just because somebody is willing to join, please do not waste your time. You know, some of you leaders, by now you already regret that Mr. X or Mrs. Y joined you, because they have taken all your time, energy, effort, and then finally no productivity. So you should be careful about your timing. That's why we're going to see this prospecting. So network marketing has also two major tasks. The first one is recruiting. We recruit new customers Remember, in any business, be it traditional business, network marketing, or retailing, or service giving, you need to have more consumer base. The more you have more consumer base, loyal customers using products repeatedly, the more you can sell and the more you can get benefit, or you can succeed in your bonuses and any success that you want to achieve. So recruiting is very important. You need to be a professional recruiter. You need to build a professional recruiting machine. And then the second one is retaining. You recruit people and then you make sure that they stay with you for a longer period of time, like 3 years, 5 years, 10 years. So if many people stay with you for a long period of time, if your system allows people to work with you or to consume your products for a longer period of time, and you make sure that your system always recruits new consumers, that is absolutely important. Remember, in the banking industry, if you see, every bank always looks for new customer to deposit or to use their services. The insurance companies or hotels or any company, service giving or product merchandising, manufacturing, they always look for customers. The same is true in network marketing. We need to look for customers, but it is not by yourself. Sorry for the interruption. I think it is network. Let me check just a moment. Okay, yeah. So it is not by yourself only that you're going to recruit. Many leaders, they make the mistake that when they start this business, they massively recruit people, and then when they grow up to the middle level, leadership level, then they keep on recruiting. When they go to the top, they keep on recruiting. They instead of creating a recruiting machine, a recruiting system for their team, they waste their time. It is like if you become the president of one huge company or factory, let's say, and then this is a huge company having maybe thousands of employees, and then instead of becoming CEO, chief executive officer at the top, and making decisions to build the system and to make sure that that system produces more effectively and efficiently, if you go to the counter of one reception of that company and then you serve as a counter clerk, and actually you are serving, but you are wasting your resources. Instead of serving for the whole thousands of people, you are actually wasting your time for one customer or two customers, maybe 10 customers per day or even more. So in network marketing, it is also the same thing. First, you do the groundwork by yourself massively and get productivity, and then you must make sure that you teach. That's why first you become student, and then you go to action, and then you become a teacher, and then you become coach, and then you become a leader. So through these levels, you need to know what to do. So remember, in network marketing has two major tasks, which is recruitment and then retaining what you recruit. Now, prospecting is the basic culture a distributor needs. Prospecting is selecting people to become your leaders or your customers. So when you prospect people, because time is precious, do not waste your time. So you must underline and agree in your mind some criteria. Who am I looking for? Please, before you go to the market, be it online or physical, and then you start prospecting, please make sure that in your mind decide what kind of customer, what kind of downlines do I want. Please decide. Do not try to think, what can I get? No, that is, maybe you may have a limited thought. Okay, think abundantly and follow your heart, what you want. Do not think what you can or what you can't do. Forget that. Just write down, what kind of customers do I want? Let me explain this one. For example, do you want a customer who can consume your products for his family or her family, let's say $1,000 products every month or $500 every month? Do you want a customer who is happy with the product, who loves the product? Do you want a customer whom you push and pull and convince to buy the customer? I don't know, what kind of customer do you want? Decide in your mind before you go to the market. Many people, because they know that they have to prospect, they go to the market without fixing what they want. So they go to the market and the market gives them rejection. That's a kick. So when they get rejection, finally they say, oh, it doesn't work in this city, it doesn't work in this country, it doesn't work in this century or in this year or for these people. I hear so many leaders saying that in our country, that's the problem. In our country, people are like this. People are all the same all over the world. We have demands, needs, wants, desires, etc. We eat, we sleep, we move, we grow, we die, we socialize, etc. We want to have success with different levels, but we are all the same. So please don't accept any excuses. Decide in your mind. I want you to write down, what kind of customers do I want? Some of you maybe you are selling food supplements, so you want doctors, medical professionals. I want to have medical professionals as customers to buy from my to buy from me like $10,000 sales only by my ID or myself. Decide what you want. It is very, very, very important. Okay, sorry for the disconnection. Now it is connected back again. So that is number one, write down. Number two, please write down, sit and ask yourself, what kind of downlines, leaders, how many legs do I want? Remember, when you think about what you want, focus on what you want. Forget about the market, forget about the company, forget about the products, forget about the industry, forget about your family, forget about everything, and just try to listen to your heart. Forget about limitations, forget about your knowledge, forget about what you can do, what you can't do. No, forget that and focus on, what do I want? Very important. So what do I want? Ask yourself, what kind of downlines do I want? I always remember my upline Joyce Wawero. She used to say, she says, I'm looking for network marketers. She always used to say like that. She even is very passionate about it. She says, I'm looking for people who has done network marketing in the past. I'm looking for people who has known this and that network marketing company. I'm looking for people like that. I'm not telling you to have this desire, but I'm telling you to listen to your heart without limitations, without borders. Just step out of your box and then try to think, what in the world do I want? What kind of downlines do I want? List it down. Talk about it. Look, even when you introduce yourself for any prospect on the street, you tell them, I'm in a business and we are looking for such and such people. You can talk to them. They may not be the right people. They may lead you to the people that you really want. But the problem with leaders and network marketers, they don't decide what they want before they start. They just go to the market and try to adjust their desires as per the market. I remember when I started also, for me, I just wanted downlines. Just downlines. That's why I used to get downlines. People who come and join in, they don't buy any products after that. So I remember when I have 50 people in my first 5 months or 3 months, I think, 5 months. When I have 50 people in the first 5 months, like I can say maybe they purchased, totally the 50 people purchased only $1,000. That's why, because I was looking for people, but I was not deciding What kind of people? With what capacity? Why do I tell you this? When your mind decides, fixes its desire, then your mind starts to vibrate with that emotion, with that vibration, and then you start to attract similar people. It is very important. Maybe when you listen to this, already some of you are thinking, aha, okay, I was looking for this kind of people. I didn't write it though, but I got Mr. X, Mrs. Y. I got this guy after I was saying like I'm looking for such and such people. I have so many testimonies. People, for example, in our team, people are working in maybe in some parts of the world like Middle East, and somebody suddenly starts to prospect from Eritrea, and after a couple of months that leader starts to get very good results. Then everybody then starts to fix, okay, let me look for these people, that people, those people. Decide. Some of you may decide, I want to build a strong team in Hungary. I want to build my network in the US and make sales of 100,000 US dollars. It is your desire. Remember, the world is open and waiting for you. You don't need to go physically there. You can use online, because we are going to see, if not today, maybe next week, on how to prospect online. So it is absolutely important that you decide, you write down what kind of downlines do you want. Do not think, do not write what kind of downlines you think you can get. No, no, no. Stop thinking about what you can't. Just think about what you want, and then the trainings and everything, everything will start to manifest, and the way will come for you to get what you want to get. That is very important. So prospecting is it is the key to start your business. So you need to start with a fixed mind. Okay, what do you want to prospect? What kind of customer do you want, and what kind of leader do you want, or downline do you want? That is absolutely important. Then trust me, you will get one. Remember, once you do that, you're not going to get that customer the next day or tomorrow, but you are going to get the person anyhow, anyway, as long as you keep on having that thought of that quality people, and as long as you keep on having that emotion, desire to get those people, and you go to work. Of course, you can't sit at home and expect people to join you, but even that is also possible. I'm not saying you sit at home and you get people, but you can vibrate your mind. People will come to me and prospect me, My dear friend, the late dear friend, McRae, may he rest in peace, he used to always say, people come and prospect me. And I remember people used to call him on the street and say, hey, are you Mr. X? Are you Mr. Y? Then they will ask him, and then they say later on, they communicate, and finally they join and they work. It is amazing to use the power of your mind. So it is not what you go outside and work. It is what you work on your desire. Fix what you want clearly. And once you know what you want, give it emotion. Talk about it. Always think about it. Don't worry about it. Do not worry about it. Go to work and always, share to people, even for your prospects. I'm looking for such people. So when you're passionate, even to your uplines, sidelines, downlines, talk about it. Trust me, the vibration will keep on going and moving, and suddenly you start to manifest it, and you will be amazed from the power of fixing what you want to get. So there are two types of prospecting. One is cultural prospecting. If you are a kind of person who really loves socializing with people, so this is the perfect way to prospect for you. Like, this is making prospecting a daily lifestyle. Just like eating, washing, clothing, and socializing, etc. You just do it every day. Like when you meet people on the street, you talk to them and then you prospect them. Prospecting is what? Looking for the needs and wants of that person. Is this person what I want? We don't all want the same people. People fight among prospects. Okay, this is mine, this is mine. How many people you fight over the beer results they produce? Most of them are headaches, honestly speaking. So don't fight over prospects. As long as somebody prospects before you, then leave that person for that colleague. Finish. There's no scarcity. There are 7 billion people in the world. Can you imagine 7 billion people? How many do you need? You need 5 serious, or even 4 serious. Then you can go to the top. And okay, let's say 10. The 10 will get their 10, the 10 and 100, the 100 will get their 10, 1,000, the 1,000 will get their 10, 10,000, and the 10,000 will get their 10, and it becomes 100,000, then 1 million. Finish, simple, easy. But we are always looking for prospects. After 10 years, you see leaders still prospecting. What is wrong? You prospect first, and then you teach people on how to prospect. You must have 10 people in your team who mastered prospecting better than you, and then you are no more important. Then you organize, you create platforms for prospecting. Platform. This concept, you will take this training in leadership training, in senior level training. Very important. If you don't know how to create platforms for your team, you will end up always prospecting. After 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, even when you're old, and then you're prospecting. There's nothing wrong with prospecting, even if you're old, it's okay. But when you have to do it because there's nobody else doing it in your team, or you have to do it because you have to meet some of your sales criteria, that is forced. So where is your freedom? Remember, you need to build your organization to give you financial and time freedom, which is really comfortable, amazing, great dream to achieve, and it is possible. You can achieve financial and time freedom in this business. So that is cultural prospecting. The other one is seasonal prospecting. The seasonal prospecting, as Eric Corey puts it, 90 days game plan, or how to recruit 20 people in 30 days. You know, these are what? Seasonal. For certain season, or for like 2 months, 3 months, or 1 month, you give it all. Like you give it 16 hours, as Eric Corey says it. Please have a look at his videos. He is an amazing guy. He has transformed my business. He's one of the best. One of my dreams is to make sure that I achieve 1 billion USD per year plus as bonus, and then be his speakers club and be on his stage. He is a great guy for this industry. He's a blessing for this industry. So seasonal prospecting is prospecting for a fixed period of time intensively. When I say intensively, many people, they're not very serious. Assume you are a soldier. You are in a battle. So when you are in a battle, your mind is 100% focused. Okay, we are back again, sorry. So you should be focused on the battle 100%. You don't want to go to the toilet. You don't want to go and watch movie. You don't want to relax yourself. You don't want to call a friend. You don't think about your family. You know, you will be focused 100%. Remember, if you want to achieve any worthy goal, you should think that you are in a battle. So you need to give it all. So seasonal prospecting, if you fix like 90 days game plan, then you should give it all 100%. If it is 6 months, then give it all. If it is 1 year, give it all. Make sure that like minimum 50 hours per week or 60 hours per week, I don't know. Okay, let's say 50 hours per week at least. You are engaged 100%. Success is possible. Success is in your hand in network marketing. But it is up to you how disciplined you are in this business. I hear many people, many leaders, they say that I've been in this business in network marketing for 10 years, 5 years, 15 years, etc. You know what they count is the date they joined and until today. That's not right, because how many hours per week, how many hours per day were they working effectively, efficiently, productive time? Some people they sit and read books and they say that they're doing the business. I know reading helps, it is very important, but productive time, how many productive hours did you spend in network marketing? If you spend, let's say, 8 hours a day, if you're a full-timer, 8 hours a day, and then 5 days in a week, which is 40, is it 40? Yeah, it is 40 hours per week. Then if you have been giving 40 hours per week, like prospecting, what are the productive activities that makes you bonus and builds your financial and time freedom? Prospecting, invitation, presentation, follow up. You follow up your prospects and the people who got OPP or business orientation, and once they join, you have training, and also you have one-to-one coaching, and we call it enabling in our case. So if you do these productive activities for 8 hours, nothing else, going to the orientation and coming, if you add that one, no, but the productive activity 8 hours per day, if you do it 3 to 5 years, you can retire in this business. This is an amazing industry. It is really possible. You can achieve success, but it is up to you. Discipline, nobody is going to come to discipline you. So seasonal prospecting needs really serious discipline. If you choose seasonal prospecting, then you have to give it all during that season. It is a season, like whenever it is rainy season, you see that every day it is raining. So that is consistency. You need to be consistent every day during that season. Once you produce a certain amount of people joining your team, then you must make sure that it is another season. That season is what? Training and coaching. You can't abandon them, expect them to be disciplined like you know. Training and coaching until some of them or couple of them they start to do seasonal prospecting by themselves and duplicate. Remember, this is a duplication business. When you do something by yourself, you become self-employed. When you teach others, then at least you have some organization, small organization. When you have a system that teaches and replicates this work habit or workflow, that is called you have built money machine or recruiting machine. So you can really benefit from this business. Now, so there are two ways of prospecting also. One is physical prospecting, the other one is online prospecting. The online prospecting, we will see the details maybe next week on social media. How do we prospect? And prospecting websites, you can have your own prospecting websites in your team, and then you can use those prospecting websites. We applied it in our team and it was amazing. Interested people, they will give you their name list, their contacts into your online account by becoming ready to hear about the business or the products. That's really an amazing way of prospecting. That means you use the technology to recruit for you. That's amazing. We can also use attraction marketing. That is it's an IT system whereby the IT system prospects by itself and invites by itself and gives business orientation by itself. And then once people join online, then it starts the training and coaching step by step by itself. So you don't need to see, teach, hear, or even meet your downlines before you make the bonus. And that's really amazing. Okay, in order not to lose the touch or the relationship, the teamwork, you can just organize once in a while some programs, and then you can meet people It's really very amazing. I haven't done that one yet before, but you can really apply it. It's one of the best ways to build your network marketing organization. So now you need to know the power of duplication in prospecting. Let me give you some example. For example, if you prospect, many people, all the leaders who are listening this, you have been prospecting since you joined, and you have mastered in some areas, or you have your own techniques, skills, methods, strategies, documents, tools, events that you organize in order to prospect. Now the problem with many people, I can say with 99.5%, I may be wrong, but from my observation, I think I'm good to say that. So 99.5% of the leaders, not the whole network marketers, but the leaders, they lack consistency in prospecting. They do it for 1 week and then they sleep. They do it for 1 month and then they sleep. So there's no consistency. Okay, if you do it 1 month every 3 months, then you should be consistent. After 3 months, you do it. After 3 months, you do it. Or if you do it every day, then if you say 10 prospecting per day, you just keep on doing it until when? Until you have leaders, 10 leaders or more, who can do it exactly the way how you do, and then until they can also teach, they are able to teach their own leaders and then duplicate the activity. 3 deep, we call it 3 deep. When you do this for 3 deep, then you can reasonably be safe in your network marketing business. Very, very important. So that is, now I'm going to give you the power of duplication. So the power of duplication in prospecting, if you prospect 10 people per day, let's say you start today, and then you commit to yourself, please, this is very important. Prospecting 10 people per day, it is possible. What is challenging for people is to do that consistently for the coming 1 year. Okay, you can call it, you can do 5 prospecting per day, no problem. It's not about the number, it is all about the culture, the consistency, the discipline. Discipline is very important. So if you prospect 10 people per day, in 1 month you would have prospected 300. Then in 6 months you would have prospected 1,800 prospects. In 1 year, by yourself, if you start this project today, make a commitment, say to yourself that enough is enough. Now I'm going to transform my network marketing business. In the past, how many years or months, I don't know, since you joined, I have been doing it like this. Am I happy with the productivity, with the result, with the bonus, with the team I built? If you're not happy with your results, nobody is going to come and change you. The marketing plan will not change you. The company will not change you. The products will not change you. It is you who have to change the way how you prospect. So make a commitment today. Enough is enough. I need such and such bonus and such freedom. I don't know your dreams and goals. Make a commitment to that one and say that I will prospect 10 people per day. If I don't do that prospecting, I am not going to I'm not going to go home before I finish 10. I remember in my first 6 months, I used to take, 13 or 14 business cards, and I make sure that I finish all the business cards. If I still have some of the business cards in my pocket, then I check before I go home. Then I make sure that I meet people and then exchange them or give it to prospects. Then I go home. That is a habit. You need to be a very good boss for yourself. In this business, you are the boss. You are the boss means, remember, boss. Boss does not mean that you sit, relax, and you get paid. No, it's not like that. You need to be a very good boss for yourself. So in 1 year, you will have prospected 3,600 people. Remember, just by doing 10 every day, 10 every day, 10 every day, consistently, it's not going to take time. If you just start to do it online or physical, honestly speaking, maximum 1 hour, then you can talk to 10 people per day, finish. But you're not going to do it casually. Remember, you have to do it professionally. And remember, you have to prospect the people that you're looking for. When I start, I told you that you have to write down what you want to look for. Yes? You need to know, what kind of prospects do I want? What kind of downlines do I want? Is it network marketers? Is it somebody who is willing to open a branch or a shop? Is it somebody who can buy the products and does not care about the price? Do you want someone who really wants to consume the products every month? Do you want someone who wants to do it full time? I don't know. What kind of downlines do you want? List it down. Write down, this is what I want. Conviction is very important. You have to decide that I want this kind of downlines. I want this kind of prospects. Please, before you go prospecting, decide what you are looking for. It is like, why do we become crazy? If you go outside and start to look for something, and somebody comes and asks you, what are you looking for? And then you say, I don't know. Can you imagine? If you say, I don't know, that means you are crazy. You have to decide what you are looking for. Don't look for people, because you're not looking for people. You're looking for a downline, a leader, a full-timer, somebody a productive person, committed person, a person with dream. I don't know. What do you want? Decide today. Very important. So now I'm showing you now the power of duplication. If you prospect 10 people per day, then in 1 month it will be 300, in 6 months 1,800, in 1 year it will be 3,600 people you would have prospected. Let's say out of the people you prospect, 1% join you. You talk to 100 people, 99 reject you and 1 accept. This seems hard, but it is smart. It is very smart. How? 1% join you means out of the 3,600 people that you have prospected in 1 year, 1% is 36 people will join you direct by yourself. Okay, you may place them wherever you want, but anyway, you brought them by yourself direct. Now for the whole 1 year you worked and nobody duplicated, it is just you who have worked. It seems that in 12 months you get only 36 downlines. It seems that you are wasting your time, but actually you are building the foundation work of your huge organization. The second year you teach those 36 people to do exactly the way how you did this. 10 prospecting per day. Some may do more, some may do less, but make sure that you keep the average of 10 people per day. And you every day teach them, coach them, focus on what? 10 people per day, 10 people per day, and then the quality, and train them on the prospecting. Make sure that they are equipped, well equipped with the documents, the events, prospecting knowledge, tools, and elevator speech, etc. You actually let them master on prospecting. So what will happen? 36 people, each one of them in the second year, they will recruit 36 average. So 36 times 36, you will have at the end of the second year, you will have 1,296 people joining you. Remember, 1 year 36 people, the second year 1,296 people. Still it seems very small, but what will happen on the third year? That is the miracle of duplication. Many leaders, they have brought more than 36 people in 1 year. The problem is they are not willing to sit down with each people that they brought and teach them one by one until they succeed. Some people, they teach only once. They show them some documents and then they say, this is it, go and do. Some people, they show their downlines for a couple of weeks. Some of them very few for a couple of months, and they abandon their downlines. Why do you abandon this one to go to a new one, bring him, and then abandon him? You need to stay with these 36 people for the second year, third year, fourth year, until they become successful. Finish. That's what we do. If you abandon your leaders, you are going to go to a beginner, and you're going to restart from 0 or 1, and then teach him through some of the steps or the system that you are following, and then before you finish you abandon them and you go back again. This is like wasting your time. You need to stick yourself with those 36 people until they succeed. It is very important. Be their friend, advise them, consult them, stay with them, and visit their houses, etc. Be very close to them, build relationship. We are in relationship business. If you prospect, touch them for a couple of weeks or months and then abandon them, and what will happen? After 10 years, you're doing the same thing. After 20 years, you're doing the same thing. It is tiresome. At some level, you will find yourself that you have people that are working with you, but they are just 1 year old, or 2, or maximum 3 years old, but you have been in the business for 20 years. That means if you stop after 3 years, you will have 0 sales. If you are 20 years old in this business, or 10 years old in this business, or 5 years old in this business, you should have people who have joined in the first year and they are still working with you. It is very important. It is very, very important. And that needs relationship, that needs commitment, that needs problem solving, that needs to be wise. Whenever you see problem or you're disappointed with your downlines, with your leaders, do not abandon them. If you abandon them, you will go to a new person and then you will start again from 0 and keep on teaching that person until you fight or until you get some challenge. And then you abandon this one and then you go. So you have to decide in your mind that with these 36 people, I will go till the end, and I'll make sure that out of the 36, all of them may not continue with you. They may quit along the way. But if you get 4 of them to go to the top, and then finally you can really succeed. Network marketing is an amazing business, but we need to understand what is the ingredient of duplication. If you want to duplicate, you need to stick together with small number of leaders that you have who has joined in the beginning. If you change leaders into the new ones, what will happen is you keep on changing and you'll find yourself that you are in a rat race. You are running but going anywhere. Always your income, 10 years ago you get maximum 10,000 and minimum 1,000, and after 10 years the same thing. No, the number should grow, and you should retire. When you finish the marketing plan, you should stop working, and the money should keep on flowing if you build the business properly. And in order to build the business properly, you need to stick with the few leaders, the 36 that you recruited the first year. So what will happen the third year? Remember, the first year you prospected 3,600 and 1% joining, great, and then you have 36 people and you stick with them, you train them, teach them, coach them how to prospect. The first 1 year, the second year, so they will do the same thing. They prospect 10 people per day, 36 of them, they will bring 36 within the second year. End of the second year, totally you have 1,296 people. Then the third year, what will happen? These 1,296 people, you will teach your 36. The 36 will hold their own 36, so it will multiply like that. The third year, 1,296, each one of them, they bring average, some people more, some people less, average 36 people. When you multiply that, you'll have over 46,000 people on the third year. What does that mean? 46,000. If you start this 46,000 after 3 years, you start today from 0. Let's say that with your team, you can start with your team. Let's do this and make it a project for 1 year. Continue to do it. What will happen after 1 year? After 3 years? If you do it by yourself, you'll have more than 46,000 people. So 46,000 people, let's say that per year, each one of them, or per month, each one of them are average recruiting and selling, etc. Average $100. 100 times 46,000 will be 460,000, or $500,000 sales. $500,000 sales you can generate from this business. If the company pays you 10% of that, it's going to be $50,000. 5% of that, let's say, you get $25,000. So anybody who's listening to this training, if you are committed, because action speaks louder than words. If you're committed and you do it, after 3 years, today you start, after 3 years, minimum you can get $25,000. This is guaranteed. You can do it. It is possible. By listening to trainings, your mind will grow. By taking it into action, your pocket will grow. You decide today either to keep growing your mind or to keep both growing. I believe that leaders who are listening this today, you will be committed. You'll write this one and stick to it. Stick to it. No matter what other trainings you get, stick to this one. This is my 3 years project. 3 years project. And keep on doing it. Don't evaluate your results within the coming 2 months or 3 months or whatever. Evaluate your activity. Okay, you can check every week, check back, but evaluate your results after 1 year. Okay, check your plans every day, every week, but your activities every day and week, but the results should be evaluated by 1 year. Sometimes I prospect people in 2013. Now it is 2019. People send me back message. Oh, hi, how are you? You send me this message after so many years. After 6 years, they send me back. Then I say, sorry, I'm busy now. I was looking for people that time, so I will hook them up with one of my leaders or downlines, but I don't have time now to prospect. You know, there is time to prospect, there is time to teach, there is time to retire. But don't retire while you are still working. You have to finish the marketing plan. But what is major important is not just finishing the marketing plan. You have to make sure that you have completely duplicated the system very well. Then you will enjoy the fruits of network marketing. So thank you very much. If you have any question, you can ask. I will be here to answer within the coming 1 week, and next week we will also continue our trainings. We are number one. Africa is number one. We are going to flourish in this network marketing business. I want to see you at the top of your dreams. I love you and respect you. Thank you. See you at the top.